This is me, and I just ran a 4:20 full mile for my season opener. This is one of the biggest high school meets in the nation, and for this event, they gave us over $500 gear, and I'm going to show you guys all of that in this video, along with me breaking 4:20 in the 1600 for my season opener. So let's get right into the video. So before we headed to Chicago, I did my pre-meet where I did 4 miles, and then I did 4x200 meter strides at mile pace. I felt really good for this. It was honestly kind of nice outside. It was 35, which is about 30 degrees warmer than it's been this whole entire winter, so I was very thankful for that. After that, we headed right to Chicago, and it was about a 3-hour drive, but honestly went by really quickly. Had an awesome time with my parents. I love them. They're amazing, and I praise the Lord for them. Then we made it to Chicago, and I got all of my gear. I got checked in. I got my bib, and then we watched some of the races, and then after we watched the races, we had an awesome dinner that they provided for us, and it was really good. After we finished our dinner and finished watching some of the races, we headed right back to the hotel where we had some time to just chill a bit, and I made that YouTube short, The Day in the Life of a D1 Commit, which if you guys don't see it, it's in my YouTube channel. After that, I tried on all my gear, and I just got it out to see what it was like. So here's the gear, and here's all the stuff I got for the meet. First, they gave us this nice little Hoka bag that had all of our gear in it. Inside the bag, we had this very nice jacket. It was Hoka, and it was Misfits brand, so it's customized for the meet. Then we had these Hoka pants, which felt really great for running my easy warm-up in, and then after that, we had these awesome half tights and the jersey that you can see me wearing in the race. For kind of the more exciting part, they gave us 2 pairs of shoes. For the first pair of shoes, they gave us Hoka Mach 6s, and you can see those here. And then for the second pair of shoes, they gave us the Hoka Cielo LDX3 spikes. I don't know if I said that right, but I'm pretty sure that's what they are. I haven't quite tried them on yet, but I'm really excited to try these out. They seem really nice. After I tried all my stuff on, I got ready for bed, and then I went to sleep. I got around 8 hours, so here's a reenactment of me sleeping. It's now race day. The first race day of the season, and I'm excited. But first, let's get to breakfast. For breakfast, I ate a big breakfast so I could be ready to go and fueled, because I wasn't going to be able to have lunch because I raced at 2 o'clock. And you don't want to race on a hungry stomach, but you don't want to race too full either. After breakfast, we packed up and headed right to the track. We got to the track around 11, and I raced at around 1:35. So we had time to chill. I had time to have fun and just think about the race and also talk to some of my friends. Here's my buddy Caleb Winders running the U.S. number 2 time. I've ran against him since I was 9 years old, and he's amazing. So here's a little bit of that race. Also running in this race is Mason Smits. He has the indoor national record in the 800 meter for all freshmen in the entire USA. He's one of my good buddies, and he's also insanely fast. Anyway, there's Caleb Winders winning the 600 in a time of 1:18, which is the U.S. number 2 to Quincy Wilson. Not a bad stat to have. Now, it's time for me to race. I did an easy 2-mile warm-up, got my dynamics in, did my strides, and got ready to go. So let's get into the race. First, they announced us.
McCoy, he's got a 1600 meter PR of 4:14.85. He's run 1:57.6.
Yeah,
Competing in numerous indoor national championships.
Once they finished announcing everyone, it was time to go. For the opening 200, I felt like I got out pretty well. Honestly, I would have liked to get out a little bit slower, but I didn't want to get boxed in the back and then get caught behind people. I was feeling pretty good at this point. I felt like I got a good warm-up in. I felt smooth, I felt strong, I felt relaxed. It felt honestly really comfortable, so I praise the Lord for that. My first 200 was 31.6, so that's about 30.0 for a first actual 200, because it's a full mile is 1,609 meters and a 1,600 is 1,600 meters, obviously. I came through my first 400 in about 63.8, so I felt pretty good about that. I should have just kept that pace, but I slowed down a little bit. We came through 800. I came through in about 2:09, and at this point, I was honestly feeling really good. A little bit too good. I knew I should have pushed more at this point in the race. I'm racing people like Ben Crane, TJ Hansen, who's a 4:02 miler, so I'm racing some very legit competition. But right here, I let them gap me a little bit. They've got about 5 to 6 meters on me, and that's what I should have done, is I needed to stick on them. So you can see as we go here into the last lap, I start to move a little bit. For reference, my previous lap was 33, and I needed to start to move, so I picked it up. With 100 meters to go, I started fully giving my all, but I honestly felt like I had way too much left once I crossed the finish line, which is something I would have liked to do a lot better. But that's how season openers go. You kind of learn as you go. You learn, okay, here's what you got to do. So I know for next time I need to push harder laps 6 and 7. Anyway, I finished in 9th place with a time of 4:20.7, and my last lap was a 31. So all things considered, I was so happy with this race. I really do praise the Lord for it. He gave me the strength, and because of Jesus, I'm able to do these things. It was so fun, such a fun experience to meet all these guys, and I cannot wait to see what the Lord has for the rest of this season. I felt awesome. So here's some of my thoughts after the so all things considered, I'm actually very excited about this race. I felt great. My legs felt so good. I just wish I would have pushed harder lap 6 and 7. They were both 33, and I feel like I had a lot more left in the tank after those laps especially. But for season openers, I'm super thankful for it. For reference, last year I opened up at 4:34, and then I ended up running 4:14 last year, and I opened with 4:18 this year for 1,600. So I'm very excited about that. I feel like I've got a lot more in the tank. I feel like I'm racing in Louisville this Sunday, and I feel like I could drop a significant amount of time. Lord willing. We'll see what the Lord has. Anyway, I felt really good about it. I felt excited. I felt smooth the whole time. I'm just excited for what the Lord has. Just pumped to go as hard as I can for Him, you know? But it's just fun. I feel good, I feel fit, and the gear and all that stuff was so fun to get to. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing all the gear I got, this stuff leading up to it, and the race itself. But 409's coming soon, so Lord willing, God bless, peace.